Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has launched his sharpest attack yet on President Bola Tinubu, accusing him of planning to remain in power for life. Speaking in Abuja during a solidarity visit from former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, El-Rufai said recent actions by the All Progressives Congress show signs of a sit-tight agenda similar to that of Cameroon's Paul Biya. El-Rufai, once a key backer of Tinubu in the 2023 election, fell out with the president after his ministerial nomination was blocked. He now accuses the administration of centralizing power and intimidating opposition, citing alleged attacks on African Democratic Congress members. He urged Atiku to mobilize the opposition to prevent Tinubu's re-election in 2027. Atiku agreed on the need for unity and said the opposition would confront the government head-on, but only through the ballot box. On social media, he blamed the alleged attack on El-Rufai in Kaduna on APC-sponsored thugs and warned that Tinubu's style of governance poses the biggest threat to Nigeria's democracy since 1999. So is President Bola Tinubu really planning to stay in power for life? And how realistic is that in Nigeria's plural and competitive political landscape? Arise News analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to examine former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai's claims about President Tinubu's alleged life presidency ambitions. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being here as usual.
So, Mr. Sobowale, is there any evidence, in your own opinion, that backs El-Rufai's claim that President Bola Tinubu is planning to become a life president?
Well, I don't need to see any evidence. I just need to react to what he's saying. They are all past, Tinubu, Atiku, and Rufai, but things are falling apart politically and in terms of ambition and all that. If indeed Tinubu wants to be president for life, we will have to change the constitution. Get me? And in this environment we are in ECOWAS, three nations are under military rule because of the sort of allegation they are making against Tinubu. So that is a deterrent of sorts, and Tinubu knows that. And then if he wants to be president, well, he has to win the 2027 election first. So let Atiku and Rufai face that 2027 election and stop hallucinating about his ambition or his prospect of being life presidency. They are making him bigger than what he thinks he is. It is possible in a democracy like ours, like in the US, for leaders to have ambition. Trump admired King Charles a lot, but he knows he does not have that constitutional mandate. He admires Putin a lot, but he knows the Americans will never, he dare not say it. I would think Tinubu is in the same position, but he has hurt some people seriously. Because if you see the nature of the attacks on him, they are literally personal. They have gone from the political, the ideological, the economic, and even the political to real personal attacks. Let Tinubu and these people, let them defend themselves. But if it is possible, if he wins the 2027 election, and if he amends the constitution before then, or even after that, then it will probably long a third term. But how old is he himself? You have to look at that. I don't think he's a cat with 9 lives under these circumstances. And I will not ask Atiku and Rufai not to say what they are saying. It is their business. It is for the people to judge. But let us have a free and fair election in 2027. Then we know where Tinubu stands, or where they stand too. Let's leave it at that.
Now, Mr. Sobowale, Bayo Ononuga, he responded on behalf of the president on social media, saying that El-Rufai's claim is absurd and that even the former governor himself needs help. But I'm wondering if this is enough to reassure Nigerians that this administration, as it is right now, respects democratic principles and the rule of law.
Well, you are in Nigeria yourself, so we are in the same boat. Nigerians are a very resourceful, how do I put it, fastidious and careful people. And more importantly, they love peace more than unrest. Now, That is why you see crucial issues that harm people, that harm their way of life, their standard of living. You see people still rationalizing. That is the nature of our politics. That is the nature of our politics. And I said it earlier, that I never thought anybody would remove the fuel subsidy, but Tinubu did, and literally has gotten away with it. So the hope of Nigerians is in the polls, and my own duty here, and I've taken this personal, to be advocating for a free and fair election. Let us have a free and fair election. Let us have a free and accurate census. Then we can do our planning.
I'm sure you've been advocating for free and fair elections
Yes.
for several years,
Yes.
and we still haven't had it. So
Yes.
what is the assurance that we'll have it in 2027?
I will never tell you about the assurance. I'm incapable. But you see, I still say you are a Nigerian too. Get me? We hope for the best. You may think it is not possible. Like I said, I will still go back. One thought the fuel subsidy removal was not that anybody. I said it here with, when we were doing press review, that if any leader did it, he would commit political suicide. This guy is still on his legs. So it's not impossible that we can have a free and fair election. You see, you are getting frustrated by our political culture. You get me? Monetized politics and all that. But you never know. I remain hopeful because that is the panacea. That is the only solution. If you have a free and fair election, a good, accurate census, we can plan well. You get me? Then we can punish anybody who does not perform well at the polls and reward those who have done well with re-election. That is democracy. I'm not terrorizing because I'm a Nigerian. We are all in it. Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Sobowale, what constitutional safeguards would you say are in place to prevent a president from overstaying his or his term? We haven't had any female president, and how effective are these mechanisms so far?
Well, you're asking for the mechanisms and for their effectiveness at the same time?
Yes.
No way. You see, no way. You see, you never know. You never know. The trend towards a one-party state is not done in one day. If there is a consensus in the assembly...
Mr. Sobowale, I'm really enjoying this interview, but I'm so sorry, I have to interrupt you.